are you?
Fine, thank you.
So, thank you so much for agreeing to do this sit-down vlog video. So, the first question, would you mind telling me your name and which country you're from?
Okay, my name is Tanya and I'm from Uganda.
Do you miss your country? And if you do, what is it you miss most about home?
I would say there are two sides to this.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do miss my country in terms of food, my family, obviously, my friends. I miss that sort of comfort that I have at home. Other times I don't really miss it because I enjoy the freedom that I have here where I'm independent, I'm on my own, and I don't have to ask my parents for things. So I think it all ranges like in terms of the day or like the season rather. Yeah.
So I have two more questions, but so the first one is, what culture shocks have you faced so far? Like, what's that one thing you see people do here that looks odd but is quite normal to them, but it's not to you if you compare it to back home?
One thing I would say is different is the way people dress. Because at home, like, you can't really go out in like shorts or like a short skirt or crop tops. But here it's like you're so free with your body and everybody's so supportive of it. So that was the biggest culture shock. Because when I first came, me and my dad were on the street walking and we saw like 13-year-olds in crop tops and shorts and we were like, where are their parents? But yeah, that was one of the biggest culture shocks I experienced.
The last question, if there is a Ugandan watching this video right now and would want to come and study or vacation in Switzerland, what would you tell them right now?
I would say be prepared to be different, because at home you're sort of blend with everybody. You'll have like the same skin color, the hair, personality even, but once you come here you're gonna stand out a lot. So you can either embrace that and take advantage of it, or you can shy away from it. So just be ready to be different from everybody else.
Yes, thank you so much. Hi, how are you guys?
Good.
Thank you for accepting to do this question vlog with me.
Of course.
So the first question, would you mind telling me your name and which country you're from?
So my name is Marie and I'm coming from France. My name is Laksha and I'm coming from Thailand.
Cool. So how is France in your case, or how is Thailand different from Switzerland so far according to your experience?
Okay, so for me it's quite similar because in terms of like language, so we speak French both in France and here in the French part of Switzerland. The only difference is that, of course, France, especially the south of France, is hotter and we have the beach and it's warmer, even people are warmer. But I love Switzerland because they have beautiful mountains, and I don't know the snow in south of France, so getting to know the snow.
Nice. How about for you?
Similar for weather, we do not have any cold weather. It's hot all year in Thailand, and because I'm coming from the capital, which is a big city, I don't see any mountains, so it's all high-rise buildings, so the location and language, everything is different to home.
Oh, nice. And do you miss your home?
No.
I guess I'm quite lucky to go whenever I want, so of course sometimes I miss, but it's okay. I'm not gonna complain.
Okay. What do you like about Switzerland so far?
The cheese.
The cheese and the people, they are very friendly here. They're very warm, especially we are in a small location and everyone is saying hello.
Yeah.
And I love how I feel safe in the country. So I love Switzerland.
Cool. That's nice. What culture shocks have you faced so far comparing to your countries? Like something that you see people do here that looks a bit odd, but that you would normally not do back home. That they do here that seems normal.
Maybe the water fountain. Because when you go around Switzerland, they've got water fountains everywhere, and you can just drink them. I mean, in my country, we could never drink something even from the tap of our own house.
Yeah.
And maybe the cows just walking around everywhere.
For me, it's much different because I don't have lots of difference between cultures, But the only thing if I miss it is The prices.
The prices.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
prices.
unfortunately, that's a bit of a shock sometimes. But
Oh, yeah, for sure. So the last question: if there is a student from Thailand or France watching this video right now and would want to come and study in Switzerland or do a vacation here, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to get ready for the weather because it's significantly different.
Yeah.
And also for the money, like we said, it's
you have to plan.
Yeah.
You have to plan before coming. You have to come here and be ready to, some differences. You can't have the same lifestyle back home for anyone except Swiss people.
Yeah.
and the food. The food is very different from Thailand to Switzerland. So,
But
yeah.
I would recommend it for like how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful country.
Thank you. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for agreeing to do a sit-down vlog video with me.
No worries.
So the first question is, would you mind telling me your name and the country you're from?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Frida. I'm from Sweden. It's a Nordic country, and more specifically, I'm from an island. It's named Gotland. So it's located in the middle of the Baltic Sea. So I'm actually an island girl.
Okay, so how is Sweden different from Switzerland so far, according to your experience?
Actually, they're kind of similar. Of course, I'm moving from a setting where it's like the island is not that big. I think the population is approximately 60,000 people. So basically, everyone knows everyone. So moving here to specifically Laysan, which is a village, it's not that different. The setting is not that different for me, but it's more of the fact that we're moving to like an international campus where there's a lot of different nationalities. So that might be the only thing that you have to like get used to, being around different nationalities instead of being back home where it's mainly Swedish people. And that's about it. Besides from that, the altitude. Gotland is flat. I think the highest point is 82 meters above the sea level. And here we're in Belvedere right now, and this building is at like I think it's 2,338 or whatever. I don't remember exactly, but it's above 2,000 meters above the sea level. So yeah. I think that's the biggest difference, honestly.
Yeah, it's still a difference. It still counts. So, do you miss Sweden? And what is it that you miss most about your country, if you do miss it?
No, I don't. I've lived abroad for 5 years already. So for me, it's the only time that I actually miss home is during the summer, because summer back in the island is very nice. And there's a lot of people around, and like the population basically goes up with like 300% because we have a lot of tourists during the summer. It's like our high season. So that's basically the only time that I actually feel like I'm missing home. Besides from that, yeah, sure, absolutely my family, but I'm still in contact with them. So I don't have this like urge to go home or need. Of course, there's sometimes that you just miss specific like food or dishes, but no,
Which one specifically? Which food?
Oh God, no! I don't think I can give you a specific one. Because if I feel like I cook a lot, I've always cooked a lot. So if I feel like I'm missing something specific, I would just try to cook it.
Is what we're eating here very different from what you have back in Sweden?
That's a really good question, because I can imagine it is for you.
It
Very
is
different.
very different.
Very different. Yes, I know it's very different for you. For me, no, not really. Of course. Well, no, because it's like very European, very plain. It's not. For me, it's kind of similar, and as I said, I've already lived abroad for 5 years. So I lived in Thailand.
But you'd rather cook for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So, what do you like about Switzerland so far?
Well, this is my third semester being back here. So I've like learned to really like the mountains, given the fact that like now before the winter comes, because I really like the hiking that is possible and the views that comes from it. And what else do I like? I don't know. No, I just like the setting. It's a very nice. It's a very green country. It's very quiet. Yeah, specifically here, and there's a lot of interesting things that you can see and be in nature. I really like nature, so I'm very happy to be in, being able to be.
So the next question, what culture shocks have you faced so far? Or like something you see people do that looks odd to you, but to them it's normal?
I don't know if I... So what was the last question?
The last question, if there is a Swedish person watching this video and would like to come and study or vacation in Switzerland, what would you tell them?
Yeah. Well, if they want to come and study, I would say that it's a good option as long as you know what you want to work with and that you want to stay within hospitality. I would definitely recommend the school that. Besides from that, you get, if you come here to study at SHMS, you get the opportunity to live in this environment, in the mountains, in the village. You get to like experience all of this. And if you're not from like the northern part of Sweden, then this is something that you probably haven't experienced that much living this far out, this altitude and stuff. Besides from that, I mean, if you like skiing or if you like hiking, then go in the summer, because the hiking trails here are absolutely amazing. And if you're more of like a winter sport person, then there is everything to do. Like just here in Lausanne, you can go for skiing, you can go up to Kuklos, the restaurant at the top of the mountain. You can go for tobogganing, get a bit more of excitement. There is absolutely everything that you can do here. So just come to Switzerland. Switzerland is beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.